are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Tua's throw here to be caught by Wilson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Tua on the bootleg here.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
To throw, it's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Matt Ioannidis able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at the 23.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A gain of 3, second down. Now a give, running left is Wilson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run for it with Achane.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A run straight ahead with Achane. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle, Achane. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Wilson going to try the right side. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion.
Chiefs, first down.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
At their own 20-yard line. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And get this into the hands of Hill. Complete.
Now inside the 25. Tyreek Hill.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Mecole Hardman taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. And let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the #1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Townsend in punt formation for the Chiefs.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Looking to pass. Tua.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
So he stopped for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here's Tua.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
James now to return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 23-yard line.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Runs through the contact. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He's got room to roam.
And finally wrestled down at the 11.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dolphins.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Tua.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Bills needed a big win, and they got it, as the victory gives them a final mark of 11-6 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Mahomes going to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez Scantling. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Mahomes will throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
On third down, Achane.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
They fake the handoff, now Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They'll run. Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And just shedding him off there. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. 7 yards there and a 1st down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Chiefs with the football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Trying for it with P-Ryan.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
No wasted time from Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Now throw right side, taken in by the tight end Gray.
Touchdown!
Noah Gray
from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a two-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And again, it's Mahomes.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. Again, it's Achane. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. On the handoff, it's Achane, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.